After we removed the drop ceiling, we had to put a 2x4 on each end of the room in order to have something to attach the 1x3s to. I have to install the electrical box and the conduit before we can install the drywall. Here I'm cutting out the end to get the 2x4 up in there. Now that we get that finished up, we can start installing the furrowing strips. Now we're attaching the furrowing strips directly into the ceiling joists. When you're attaching furrowing strips like this, you want to make sure that the screws go directly into the ceiling joists for the most strength. And we're using 3-inch screws to go through the plaster lath and the furrowing strips. Some shimming is necessary underneath the furrowing strips to make sure that the drywall is going to lay flat. Now that we've finished up on the furrowing strips, we can start hanging the drywall. We're using 1 1/4-inch screws every 5 to 6 inches apart, and we're doubling up the screws on the end every other one. Now here I had to cut out for the octagon box to make sure it was going to fit right. As we're hanging the drywall, we're using a piece of board to hold as extra support. Once we have the piece of drywall installed, then we can remove the board and move to the next piece. Having the scaffolding and an extra man makes the job a lot easier. We have to make a few adjustments here and there to make sure that the drywall is going to fit correctly. And by doubling up the screws on the end and every other one on the sides, it's going to ensure that the drywall doesn't shift around. Now I'm measuring up the last piece for us to install. Now we've completed the task and we can move on to the next room. Thanks for watching and following along, and we'll see you in the next one.